Mike Jones.
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a beautiful day. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. You feel me? Yo, we got a couple of things that we want to discuss. And I'm happy because we have some actual hip-hop topics. Okay, so yes, I know some of these things that we need to make more videos about more of these very interesting things that's going on in rap in general. Let's not be confused. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. James S pulls up to the saloon. All you see is smoke, 2 feet walking under it. He comes into the bar. He says, "Hey, I'm expecting some friends." The bartender says, "Who?" James S says, "The BBN community." And then he walks over and takes a seat in BBN West, the smoking section. He takes the chairs down. He starts rolling up some blunts. And he wants to know who's coming to have a morning wake and bake. Let's go! Let me dead all of these other notifications real quick so I can make sure I see everything. Saloon is open. Also, just since we're talking about the saloon real quick and then we're going to move over, let's get about 5 to 6 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's go. So what we're going to be discussing this morning is basically there is a hip-hop legend who's being accused of being a predator, and he is not disputing it. We're going to be discussing that. We're going to be discussing what it actually means to have the breakdancing is now in the Olympics. This should have been done a long time ago. And I want to also just discuss some of the topics that you guys might be interested in. This is going to be a really open platform today. First thing I want to say is shout out to the BBN Network. Shout out to the people who are here now. Shout out to the people that used to be here before. Shout out to the people that come back a little, leave, come back. But definitely shout out to, no disrespect to anybody, but I want to give a shout out to the year ones, not day ones, because a lot of them don't F with me no more for random different reasons. But I want to give a shout out to all the year ones, all the individuals that when we was getting BBN off of the ground and we was trying to do things with BBN, all of the individuals that was here then, even if they're not here that now, I want to give a shout out to all the year ones. Now, I'm not talking about day ones, I'm talking about year ones. I don't think that I explained enough about how this platform wouldn't be a platform if it wasn't for them. I'm very sorry that whatever happened and we're not on good terms anymore, but I definitely want to give a shout out to all of the year ones that helped build this platform and do something different, because we've changed the internet. We've changed the way people do YouTube. People didn't have open platforms like this. This didn't exist. This wasn't a thing. People didn't read the chat. People didn't talk to the people in the chat like this. This wasn't a thing. Not everybody is doing it. So I want to give a shout out to the year ones. I appreciate you guys. Whether you mad, pissed, never gonna come back, flagging my videos, hitting the dislike button, making fucked up videos about me, that ain't true, but I want to give a shout out to you guys at the end of the day, because a lot of the ground level work that they were putting in when this channel was coming about to be this channel, without their hard work, without their perseverance, without them just chilling with me while I was doing something new that nobody else was doing, we changed YouTube. YouTube is just done differently now. Now people don't ignore you guys in the comment section. Now they embrace you guys in the comment section. This is just not something that was done previously. So I want to give a shout out to you guys. And just so we can also acknowledge, that also helped change the way social media is done, just in general. I mean, I don't know who else was doing it like this at the time that I started doing it like this, or we started doing it like this. But yeah, there wasn't many if there was any. So shout out to that. Shout out to Jack Force for even when people was coming in here saying don't do the thing, I said eat a dick. I'm gonna do the thing. Shout out to Jack Force for that. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road. Hold on, we got another drop right here. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the $5 drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. Liberty Hazelton pulls up into the saloon. Watch other people start getting their own saloons. Watch. People criticize now. Watch. Liberty Hazelton pulls up into the saloon. He's having a good time. He's like, yeah, baby. For everybody that don't know, I don't know if Liberty Hazelton is still on vacation, but Liberty Hazelton just recently went on vacation. Let's give a shout out to Liberty Hazelton. Boom. Let's give a shout out to Liberty Hazelton. We hope you and your family had a good time. Liberty Hazelton pulls up into the saloon. Yeah, baby. He comes in. He's like pointing at people. There's nobody in the saloon yet but James S. But he's just, pointing like he's pointing at people. He's saying what's up to people. That he's enjoying himself. He walks over to the smoking section. He doesn't even go get a drink. He walks over to the smoking section. He gives James S. a big hug. He said, I've been out of town for a couple of days. How you doing, big dog? He just goes into the smoke. Now the smoke has 2 feet under it. They gives him a big hug. They sit down. They start rolling and smoking, just enjoying each other's company. Shout out to James S. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton pulling up to the saloon nice and early. 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's go. Let's do roll call real quick. Also, nobody wasn't doing roll call. I just want to point some of these things out. We changing the internet. We changing the internet. We're changing the way the internet is done. Nobody, if you see any, hold on, let's stop everything real quick, because we still inside of the little couple of minutes where I bullshit in the beginning of the video. If you see anybody doing roll call, they bit that off of us. That's a fact. You could dispute talking to the chat, but if you see anyone doing roll call, they bit that off of us. Or they bit that off of somebody who bit that off of us. Let's go. Don't tell me I don't influence shit. Shout out to Footy Ass Entertainment. First of all, shout out to Footy Ass Entertainment. We played this movie on Saturday. If you missed it, you missed it. We'll ask them if we could run this movie one more time for the people that didn't get around to be able to see it. But that's him and his team's project. We wanted to show y'all guys what those guys are capable of. They did a really nice project. It's called 6 in the Morning. It's a really nice project. We enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. I'm assuming everybody that pulled up on Saturday enjoyed it. If you was in here and you saw the show, drop some frost for me. I want to know who saw the show. Drop some frost or drop some feet. That's what we're going to do. Drop some feet for me. If you came in here and you saw the show on Saturday, I want to know who saw it. Drop some feet. Shout out to Footy Ass Entertainment. How you doing this morning, my brother? Salute. What up to the business? William Summersfield. William says, good morning. Who else we got up here? Shane Richardson. DSTN. Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. Shane Richardson says, good morning. BBN fam. Hey, Frost. I hope she don't sound like that. I have no idea, though. What up, Classic Dreadhead? How you doing this morning, my brother? Good morning. Salute. What up, D Vertical? And what else we got up in here? Also, check out our website. We got new articles that went up on the website. Check out the website. Go shop at the store. Also, pull up to the saloon. But go check out that website. It's free. Go check out the website. See what we writing about. Drop some comments. Check out the website. Go shop at our store. Or everything is pinned. Shop at our store and go pull up to the saloon. Come on, man. We waiting for y'all. Shout out to James S. Who else we got up in here? What up, P from Jersey? How you doing, my brother? Salute. Who else we got up in here? Prince to Amir, Queen Shy. How you doing this morning, baby girl? Okay. Oh, hey, don't. She got a whole man. How you doing in here, baby girl? High five. Good morning. Oh, man. I can tell we're having fun today. What up, Soto Zen? How you doing this morning, my brother? Who else we got up in here real quick? Eddie Chaveria. I don't know how to say that, but I'm going to call you Eddie C. How you doing, Eddie? He said, shout out Crazy Legs. Everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. I left the name out of the title on purpose, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. So that's dope to know that we got a hip-hop community that knows what the hell is going on in the world. What up, Tiandre Willis Sr., Everett Gilchrist, LV the Slap. LV the Slap. I want to show y'all this real quick. Have y'all been checking out our brother on Spotify and or DSP? I hate opening up IG because the first thing I see is just, hey, come on, let's go. Let's go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to meet her. I don't want to meet most of these chicks. I want to meet her. That's a whole fact. Don't lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really want to meet most of these bros. I want to meet homegirl right here, though. That's a fact. Shout out to Bossy Addict T. She posted this. I don't know how true this is. Wait, what about? Oh yeah, I gotta go to a post. My fault. I told you, I hate opening up IG. Are y'all going out there and supporting our brother on all DSPs? Y'all supporting our brother LV the Slap? Go support our brother. Go listen to this man music. Hold on, I think I got a better shot of this real quick. Hold on. Go support this brother. Go listen to this man music. This is this man on IG. Go listen to his music. Let's get his followers up to like 2,000, 3,000. Come on. The man is out there working. He got a 9 to 5 and he's out there putting together some good music for everybody. Let's support this brother so he could get off of that 9 to 5 and so that he can use his talents to feed his family. Let's go support this brother. All right, we should all be trying to support each other so we don't have to work for the man. I don't know no other way to say that. We should all be supporting each other so we don't have to work for the man. So we could all become our own boss. Then we could help other people build their platforms. And we can help other people become bosses. You feel me? So we should all be supporting each other. Go support this man, LV the Slap. We need to get a couple of our BBN artists together. You know what? I got a couple of people. I want y'all to. We're gonna get a couple of artists together. We're gonna get a whole BBN song. I think Footy Ass Entertainment, LV the Slap. I think we got at least one or two other writers, one or two other rappers. I'm gonna need for y'all brothers to get together and make some BBN music. That's a fact. Who else we got in here? What up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing, my brother? Who else we got? Yes, Footy Ass Entertainment had a nice musics. We also got the other Liberty Hazelton in here. What's up? Next Saturday, we gonna play it again. What up, a Hunter Racer? What up, Daddy Fat Stacks? The other Liberty Hazelton. Liberty Hazelton is in here. Give it all the likes. Queen Shy say copped her merch. Yeah, I know when people cop their merch too, because I get an alert. So shout out to that Queen Shy. I got that alert. Also, Discord is going offline this week. The only people that's going to be allowed on Discord is going to be bag swingers. So if you want to stay on the Discord, you're going to have to become a bag swinger before Friday. That's 1. 2, I'm not, every time you become a bag swinger, we don't have time to get out of our day every single time to add the new people the way it's going to be. So what's going to happen is once a month, I'm going to check to see who is still a bag swinger and make sure that everybody who's a bag swinger is on the Discord. So I'm saying we're putting all bag swingers on the Discord when we get it together by Friday. If you are not a bag swinger, but on Saturday you become a bag swinger, you're still going to have to wait about 2 weeks until we get back around to putting everybody back that is the new people. So if you want to be on the Discord, I'm advising you by Friday, get on bag swingers. Discord is 100% gonna have content that is not on YouTube because I'm tired of being censored. Discord is 100% gonna have its own lives. 100%. Discord is 100% gonna have all the videos that I can't post on YouTube. 100%. I'm just telling people. So go level up to be a bag swinger so you don't get, if that's all I gotta say. You can do what you want to do. Where you could get us studio time in NYC, Queen Shy. That sounds like a plan for a whole nother idea. Anyway, let's get to the show. For everybody that don't know, the Olympics is now going to be inside, For everybody that don't know, breakdancing is now going to be an event at the Olympics. They're going to do what I think is the Paris Olympics now. That's the Olympics that they have in this next Olympics. They're going to have breakdancing. Now, just so we could be clear, they've been, playing around with or trying to figure out how to make breakdancing work in the Olympics for years. This is not anything new. For anybody that think, oh man, they just came up out of the clear blue and decided to put no, they've been experimenting for years. This is not anything new. So what Olympics tried to do was, what Olympics decided to do was this, right? Check this out. Appreciate you, Queen Shy. What the Olympics decided to do was this. They said that if we're going to have breakdancing, we need to have we want to show honor and respect to the actual craft. So one of the best breakdancers ever, or one of the most widely acknowledged legends of breakdancing, is Crazy Legs. So Olympics decided they were going to bring on Crazy Legs as a, somebody that, they speak to, they talk about. They basically just want to prop him up and say, see, we respect the game. This is a person that was in the game for a long time. We're going to give him some money. We're going to say that we're listening to some of his observations. We don't know if they're paying him any attention, but they're going to pretend like they're paying attention to or listening to or taking advice from him on how they should run the particular platform. With that being said, I'm not sure how the scoring and everything goes, but I definitely 100% hope that the only people that's allowed to be judges are people that actually do breakdancing. Because some of us don't understand how difficult, advisory role, thank you Liberty Hazelton, because some of us don't understand how difficult breakdancing is. Breakdancing is difficult. It's not easy. I get it, everybody thinks they could do fucking what the hell do you call this? What do you call that? I forgot what you call that. But everybody I forget what you call shit. Everybody thinks breakdancing is easy. Breakdancing is not easy. Chaining dance moves in general isn't easy. You feel me? Just chaining one dance move to another dance move, that's not easy. Now imagine you're chaining dance moves together and you also on your back. I mean, the ladies could probably imagine. But But you get my point. This is not anything that's simple. This is definitely something that's difficult. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I hope whatever individuals they get to be like judges are people that actually do breakdancing and not just some regular random mofos. It's like, that looks cool. Like, no, nigga, we're not doing this. It needs to be more than just looking cool. You get me? So with all that being said, they wanted to bring Crazy Legs on as a on advisory role. And another thing that I want to say, I think that this is long withstanding, and it should have been in the Olympics, because first of all, they have a lot of contests, breakdancing contests around the world. This is facts. And most especially in Asian countries like Japan, they have breakdancing contests all around the world. So I think that this was the appropriate evolutionary step that needed to be taken. I just think that breakdancing should have probably been in the Olympics 20 years ago. Like, we shouldn't have got out of the 90s without breakdancing being in the Olympics. You understand what I'm saying? Like, breakdancing is one of the key elements of hip hop. Music first, dance second, fashion, graffiti, fashion, right? I don't know. I guess it depends on. I don't know. We gotta make a list and see. We gotta see which one's more prominent. Anyway, yeah, breakdance has been a huge deal. That's a fact that, like, a lot of people don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, they have just look up breakdancing contests on YouTube, and you'll get a better understanding. You understand what I'm saying? And the one thing I do want to say, the breakdancing contests be crazy, because these dudes be doing the wildest disrespectful stuff to and then you just gotta applaud them, like, that's the way to gyrate that. That's the way to tell a dude to. I can't even finish neither which one of those sentences. Both of those would have had YouTube hit the red button. Bang, this is demonetized. But I'm just saying, breakdancing has been extremely crucial in helping hip hop culture to expand outside of the American borders. With that being said, they went to go get Crazy Legs because they wanted Crazy Legs to be on an advisory role. Apparently, Crazy Legs is a predator. Now, at first glance, this doesn't seem like a big deal, but I want to bring up a couple of other things, right? Crazy Legs, we're gonna slow walk this. So for everybody that likes for me to just immediately get to the point, and they be like, "Yo, why don't you just get to the point already?" Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. But we're going to slow walk this because we want to talk about the intelligence of the matter, not just of the matter. So we're going to slow walk this. So there was women that have been accusing Crazy Legs of doing wild stuff. One of the things he's being accused of is sending pictures of his genitals to people that ain't asking. We're going to take that off of the list. I'm not here to... dudes do that shit all the time. I don't think that there's something that's a big deal. All right? Dudes is always sending... I've had chicks send me pictures of their privates before. I've had fucking this one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna call the person's name. Because now we're beefing, or they're beefing at me. I'm ignoring them. The mofo sent me a picture, and he said somebody else sent him a picture of some male genitals. Then the dude sent it to me. Why? Look at the background. You see the buildings. Boom, the sun. The dude, I don't know. I don't want to go there. But the point in which I'm trying to make is, guys have been sending pictures of their genitals to women ever since pictures was a thing. I'm telling you, they must have been. They probably had, like, the Polaroid film, Click. Put this shit in the envelope. Mailing it out. So dudes probably been sending pictures of their genitals to women ever since pictures was a thing. It was a guy, you know, when they had them cameras that you had to stand there for like 3 days in order to get that picture. He was standing there. He was standing there hoping his Johnson stays right. Like, oh man, I hope it can stay there right for like 10 minutes and just be just standing still. So the point that I'm trying to make is that I don't want to add that into what they're considering to be predatory behavior, because so many people just do that. I don't know if it's predatory behavior or not. I mean, I kind of think it is, but I'm not going to hold them to that standard. What I am going to say is he's been accused by women of doing even more than that, I'm assuming. So he hasn't denied this. He's actually said that he did it. He actually said that he did it. He's not denying this in no way. He said that he did it, and he's blaming depression. I don't like that. But I'm going to tell you what, though. If he is doing this and he is blaming depression, that means something happened. I'm going to explain to y'all how depression works a little bit, right? Depression is usually triggered by something. You don't just be depressed. Something is triggering you. If you are always depressed, then that means that your environment, there's something in your environment that is triggering you, that's bringing your vibration down. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of us isn't meant to vibrate low. We're all meant to vibrate high, but we're not meant. Some of us, we're not meant to vibrate low. We're meant to vibrate high. You understand what I'm saying? And some of us can accept that easier than others, because some of us are just sheep. And some of us, no disrespect, but some of us, when we're forced to vibrate low, we're just okay with it. Like, you ever see the individual that just gave up on trying to work? You ever seen the individual that just gave up on life? You know what I'm saying? They okay with vibrating low. They're not even trying to vibrate high. You understand what I'm saying? The depression kicks in when you want to vibrate high and you're forced to vibrate low. I think that's the best way that I can explain it, the way that I see it. That's when your depression kicks in. That's why you got people who are like depressed over long periods of time, because they're in an environment, and that environment is preventing them to vibrate higher. But their soul and their energy is trying to get to that high vibration, but it's going against what their environment is telling them to be able to do. Like, imagine being, I'm not talking about nothing in general. I'm just trying to give you a better understanding of this. Imagine being an individual who have all of the talents and all of the skills to do a particular job. But then you go to the job and they tell you they don't want you to do none of that shit. They want you to do some whack stuff. Some boring stuff that anybody could do. And you're sitting at this job and you're wasting your talent, and you're wasting your skill, and you're wasting your ability. You know, that's like what depression is. Like, you can see the thing, but you can't affect it. You can't make a thing happen. You feel powerless. That's what depression is. So when he tells me, right, he tells us, he believes that his predatory behavior was linked to his depression. What you're literally telling me is that there's something that happened. And the way that you fight against it to be able to get out of the way in which you're feeling, the way in which you're trying to fight against it to stop from vibrating low, is by being overly aggressive towards women that might not want these overtures. Anybody know what that kind of sounds like? I'm gonna just I want y'all guys to, anybody know what it sounds like, what the possibility is that probably happened to this man? Because something had to have happened. I'm going to explain something to y'all while we're having this conversation, while everybody is I hope a couple of people are trying to guess, or just throwing out guesses, because I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We're just having a discussion. But there's another thing that I want to explain. This is an extremely sensitive topic, so I wanna make sure I broach it in the correct manner. DSTN said, but that wouldn't make the average person result in a predatory behavior. That's not depression. This is deep-seated issue. Sounds like he was abused. Crisis Black says, sounds like he may have had his manhood taken at some point. Now he is mad at the world. I love our community. We full of a lot of smart people. That's exactly what it sounds like to me. And that's why I'm saying I want to broach this topic with the appropriate sensitivity. But yeah, to me it sounds like something happened and he's been fighting with these demons, and the only way that he can feel even, or only way that he can feel like he's raising the vibration that these feelings is making him feel, is by projecting himself as a ladies' man, projecting himself as a man that all women want. Y'all do know a lot of these individuals that are predators, that's literally what they think, right? You do know this, right? A lot of these individuals that y'all think is out there and they're predators, some of them truly 100% believe that all women want them. They just, they either don't know that they want them, or they pretending like they don't want them. You do know this, right? A lot of these guys feel this way. A lot of these, check this out. This is the best way I could put it. And this is not me knocking anybody. I don't care what your sexuality is, but everybody already know that. I don't care about nobody's sexuality. Shout out to you. I literally turn down more sex than I actually have, because I'm looking for something different. I'm just stubborn, and I don't want to have sex as much as I want to be in a relationship and have somebody that I could build with and go into the future with, and I could talk to, and I could that could understand, that I could have somebody. I'm way more interested in that than just having sex, just so we can be clear. But I get it. Most people are just interested in sex, and the other thing isn't important. But to me, the other thing is more important. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not in no way at all trying to go at people who choose to have relationships with people of the same gender as they are. I don't know. Who am I to tell you the way to live? I'm not gonna tell you. I know I like women, and if you're a man and you like men, shout out to you. And if you're a woman and you like women, shout out to you. And that's a real shout out, because if you know what you like and you're gonna go pursue the thing in what you like, you're better than a lot of people. A lot of people know what they like and won't go pursue it. So I'm in no way. I just want to make sure that we're clear on this, because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm demonizing anyone. So today's the winter solstice, so today is today is gonna be the longest night of the year then, right? So that means after today the days start getting short and longer, right? That's the winter solstice. After today, the days start getting longer, the nights start getting shorter. Check this out. It's probably gonna get dark like around 3:30 today. Check this out. It's the best way that I could put it. Y'all remember that song? Dongs, dongs. What was that dong song? Dong, da dong, dong, dong. Who made that song? Who made the thong song? Does anybody remember who made the thong song? I know some of y'all gonna Google it. Do anybody remember who made the thong song? Yes, that girl thought she was using perpetuating right. She was not. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the funniest shit, yo. She really thought she was using the word perpetuating right. And she wouldn't listen. I was trying to be nice. At least one of y'all spelled his name right. It's with the Q. Shout out to Christ is Black. It's Cisco with a Q. Alright, so have y'all seen Cisco? Cisco is like, not for nothing. I'm not knocking the dude. But Cisco is super gay. I mean, if he isn't, that nigga sure a good faker. I don't know what to tell you. The point that I'm trying to make is a lot of men that try to overly make themselves look like ladies' men, it's to hide something. You understand what I'm saying? You'll see insecure men talking about how many chicks they banged before you're going to see secure men talk about how many chicks they banged. A secure man is probably going to be talking about an actual relationship he was in. An insecure man is going to be like, I was banging mad broads. I'm trying to tell you, it was like 50 of them one night. I'm just saying. Come on, we're having a real conversation today. We're having a real conversation today. A real conversation. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to this Cash App. Let's go. We having a real conversation today, and we hitting on real points. Let's go. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. So I know gay people that got daughters. Since they can't procreate. Why can't gay people procreate? Why can't a gay person have sex with somebody of the other gender? A gay man can still have sex with a woman, right? A gay woman can still have sex with a man, right? Y'all think gay means never mess with the other gender? Like, that's not what it means. Christ is Black is facts. She was super butthurt that Frost was correcting her on using the word perpetuating. Laugh out loud. She was super hard in the paint to believe she was right. Yeah, they even went and got other accounts and brought the other accounts in. Shout out to them dudes. Yeah, I'm not really one to talk about my sex life to other, like unless we're talking about a topic and it comes up and then we're discussing a thing and then I say, well, bong, bong, bong. But I'm not one to be like, hey, you know, I banged like 6 broads last week. like it's just over a cup of coffee. Like, why? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, why is we even having this conversation? I mean, that's teenager conversation, not for nothing. I think that's part of our problem, though. A lot of conversations that we should have been having when we was teenagers, people are still having them conversations when they in their 20s and in their 30s. Like, once you start getting in your 20s and your 30s, your conversation should be more about, you know, work, making money, shit like that. What the hell? I'm not buying nothing from AMC until them theaters open up, so stop. The theaters are open everywhere but New York City. Shout out to Cuomo. Not a real shout out. So, just so we can get back on point real quick. So the Olympics, people in the actual breakdancing community, because you know they have a whole community out there. People that are actually in the breakdancing community have been coming out saying that they do not want Crazy Legs to be a part of this particular thing because he's a predator. Now, this is the question that I want to know. Is he accused of actually doing something to somebody, or... What up, DZ? Yeah, that's a fact. I talk about how good I could cook also. That's a fact. Are they accusing him of actually doing something to a female or just being creepy? Because if they're saying don't allow him into the Olympics because he's creepy, it's like, come on, man, stop. Have y'all watched The Munsters? You trying to tell me freaking the grandpa didn't look like a whole rapist. You seen how he used to be looking at Eddie? Who, Eddie? Come to my room. I got things I need to show you. And you ever seen Eddie? I mean, you ever seen Grandpa on the Munsters? That dude was creepy as hell. Every time I used to see that guy, I used to be like, I don't know if they should be leaving him alone with the kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was some real shit, man. They used to be like, it's a fucking fault that damn grandfather, man. I don't know how they let him be around the kids, man. I don't even understand this. Also, I just want to throw this out there also. Y'all know in actual monster lore, how was the vampire daughter married to I don't even want to go there with it. CV says Crazy Legs has no facial hair, never fails, can't be trusted. Oh man, it's gotta be. That can't be the truth. What the fuck? That can't be a thing. Shout out to DZ with the $5 drop. DZ says, "Let me in, guys." DZ pulls up to the saloon. He looks around. He's like, "Oh man, it's lit in here. It's only a couple of us, but we are enjoying ourselves." He's looking at the stage. He said there was a movie just the other day, the play that they put on the stage. The name of that play was 6 in the morning. We will be running that play again, that movie again this Saturday. Pull up. It was a good movie. Oh man, we're not doing this. Hold on, I want to ask you about that in a minute, the business. DZ pulls up, he looks over, he goes, he gets his drink from the bartender, he gets himself a coffee, he gets himself a muffin, he goes over, it says, BBN West, the smoking section. He sees his brethren over there, James S., Liberty Hazelton, they all go over there, they start rolling up blunts, they start talking about adult shit, not unadult shit. I'm just saying that because what we just was talking about. Wait, Cisco was on Wife Swap? How? Rugi Hauser says, I have an associate that only talks about women. The other day, I'm at his crib. He throws on the OnlyFans. I'm going to tell you a story real quick. Super funny story. So, it's not that funny. So, I had a roommate once, right? Not going to call his name, right? I had a couple of roommates before. So, I was in a bad spot, right? So, I used to go to work full-time, and I used to go to school full-time. And the place where I was staying, it was just not big enough, and I had to move out. So, I move out, right? I move in with my homie, right? So, let me tell you some super funny shit. This ain't even funny. This is wild. I'm not gonna say where to or nothing, just because I don't even want nobody to. I'm just want to tell the story. So I move in with my homie, right? Check this weirdo shit out. First day I move in there. First I go to the dude crib. I'm not even gonna talk about that. So I move into the dude's crib. I finally get my stuff in the crib and shit, bringing my stuff. You gotta also understand, I had no TV, I had no video games, I had nothing. It was just the grind. That's it. That's all I had. The grind. The only thing I moved in was clothes. That's it. So I move into homie crib, right? It's a 2-bedroom. So I got my own bedroom, right? Nice and spiffy, right? There's a TV in the living room though. Just no TV in the bedroom. Nice and spiffy. Big ass TV too. Right? You know this mofo tried to throw on fucking porn, like, yo, I got these porns, you wanna see them? I looked at this nigga, I said, no, I don't wanna watch porn. The fuck? I'm like 25, 26 years old. First of all, I never grew up watching porn with the homeboys. We not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not watching porn with no other guys. That's one. Two, the nigga was like, yo, I got this porn, man. You want to watch it? I'm not even going to tell you what was on the porn, man. But it was just fucking... All of them dudes that talk about they want to watch porn with another dude, you was a different type of dude to me. Shout out to you guys. And obviously, I'm talking about the people that's saying that they're straight. I'm not talking about the people that might be, part of the LGBTQ community, because that'd be like watching porn with somebody who you're interested in, and that will probably be part of what the you know what I'm saying. Like if you like some chick come over to the crib and you want to throw porn on and shit, and like see if she gonna get ready. You feel me? So I don't know. So I don't understand that. But he's supposed to be straight. I am straight. There's no reason in the world why we should be watching porn together. That shit don't make no sense. So I was like, what? After that, I was like, yeah, I don't know how good. I'm just gonna stay here for a little while. I don't know how well this is gonna work. And then I moved some chicken with me a couple of months later, and he was pissed about that. So shout out to him. Yeah, I don't ever want anybody saying other people's channels over here, because I don't want nobody saying that I'm beefing with nobody. What up, Tiz? How you doing this morning? I have no idea what the hell that guy was on. Shout out to him though. I have no idea what. I have no idea, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not mad at him, and I'm not, angry at him, and I'm not talking shit about him or nothing like that. I'm just telling you about a thing that happened. I was like, what in the hell? I said, nah, man, I ain't doing this. I said, no, don't invite me in here to watch this shit, man. What the fuck wrong with you? Heck wrong with you, man? Don't be inviting me in here to watch this. Hell wrong with you? What the hell? Nah, you good, Tika Roll. I mean, I get it. You understand what I'm saying? I get it, but thank you for telling me. Like, that's good to know. That's good for me to know. I appreciate you. Maybe I just be hesitant on making videos because these dudes want to beef, and I don't really care about beefing. What the hell? So the point in which I'm trying to make is I want to know what kind of predatory behavior he was doing. If you just telling me that he was sending Johnson pics and that, but if you tell me that he was forcing himself on women, I haven't seen nowhere where they say exactly what he was doing. I haven't seen nowhere where they said exactly what he was doing. What was he doing? Was he forcing himself on women? Or was he being creepy? That's what I want to know. Because if he was just being creepy, you can't keep him out of the Olympics for that. Let's stop. Like, if he's just being creepy, man. You know how many? Our president is creepy. Our president-elect is creepy, right? I mean, I'm not even trying to throw shit, but he creepy. He be smelling kids and all types of other weird stuff. He creepy. So we can't keep him out of the Olympics because he's creepy. I want to know what he was doing. All I heard was sending Johnson pics. That's a fact. That's all I heard. Has anybody else heard anything else other than that? Crisis Black says, after recent Crazy Legs response on IG, I am more than certain that he was abused and probably abused on multiple instances in his life. He talking in circles around a pain that he doesn't explain. I'm going to explain something to y'all right now. Y'all want to... Okay, so there's certain things about hip-hop I don't discuss, right? I'm going to explain why I don't discuss it, just so we can be clear. I never want to sound like I'm attacking any demographic, right? But do you hear what... let's go slow. I'm going to slow walk this. Do you hear what... And I gotta mention another YouTube content creator's name. Do you hear what Hassan Campbell says when he talks about Africa Bambaataa? Do you see what he talk about when he talk about African Bambaataa? Do you see what he? Do you hear what he talk about when he talk about African Bambaataa? Hassan Campbell, right? So there was a lifestyle going on. Is the point in which I'm trying to make. There was a whole lifestyle going on. Some people was down with it. Some people had it forced upon them. Some people just wasn't down with nothing and just bounced. But there was a whole lifestyle going on. I just want to be clear on this. This is not me knocking nobody. This isn't me trying to be disrespectful to anybody. But there was a whole lifestyle going on. They had a whole lifestyle. Why people keep talking about that Dodge shit? They had a whole lifestyle going on. Crisis Black says, let's not forget, Crazy Legs came up in the same era that Hassan Campbell did with Bambaataa. One could deduce that they may have been more prevalent at the same time than one would think. There was a whole lifestyle going on. I'm going to explain to y'all what the lifestyle was. Y'all listening? I'm about to put you on the game. And this is why I don't laugh at Hassan Campbell. And this is why when Hassan Campbell tells me these things, when Hassan Campbell tells us these things about Africa Bambaataa, I believe him. And this is why whenever anybody try to make fun of this man about it, I don't get involved in it because I believe him. I don't know if he was a victim that turned into a victimizer. I don't know this. I wasn't there. But I do know. I'd explain to you what was going on real quick. Do y'all understand how hip-hop grew? We're having a discussion about hip-hop today. For the people that don't want to talk about hip-hop and don't want to learn anything, y'all can bounce. You have also, in that same breath, I want to say 5 to 10 more $10 drop, 5 to 6 more $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all, let's go. We're having a real conversation today, and I'm about to tell you about some hip-hop history that they don't talk about. All right, I'm about to tell you about some hip-hop history that they don't talk about. And there's numerous reasons why I try not to even getting involved in these particular situations or conversations, should I say. But fuck it, we're going to do it today. There's a secret part of hip-hop that nobody discusses and nobody talks about. There's a secret part of hip-hop that nobody talks and nobody discusses. I'm going to explain to you how hip-hop got popular. You know downtown, white America, white New York, where the yuppies and everybody else live, right? They were coming uptown and trying to get access to the young black boys. You want to know why Hassan Campbell was so mad at Africa Bambaataa? Basically, Africa Bambaataa was a pimp. Africa Bambaataa was a pimp. Africa Bambaataa was pimping these young black boys and these young boys in the hood, Puerto Rican or whoever, you lived in the hood. He was pimping them out. To white people downtown. He was a pimp. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5. We need those drops to go to the Cash App. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5 drop. He said, "All for all knowledge this morning." Shout out to Everett Gilchrist. Pulls up into the saloon. He looks around. He says, "You know what? I'm going to go chill over there at the smoking section. BBN West today." Everett Gilchrist pulls up to the smoking section. Yeah. Africa Bambaataa was a pimp. I don't like getting into these conversations. Necromancer. That was a good book. Wait, hold on. You read that book, Necromancer? Yeah, Africa Bambaataa was a pimp, man. And y'all be over there laughing at dude. That's why I do not laugh at Hassan Campbell at all. I believe him. But then again, I know people that know. Let me turn this down so we don't have to hear those people in the hallway arguing about some weirdo shit. Sorry about that. Had a situation. Anyway, I love this hotel. I fucking love this hotel. I love this hotel. Holiday Inn. I love this hotel. I'm telling you, this is a fucking great ass hotel. The people that work here, they're fucking class A. They're A1. Let's get back to the conversation. But I love this hotel. Love them. They ain't playing no games with no fucking bullshit. They keep everybody that live here, that stay here. I'm living here currently, but shout out to them. All right, so let's get back to the actual conversation. I'm not, look, if for the people who laugh about the situation, who am I to tell you what not to laugh about? If somebody even if somebody talking about something serious and they say something that's funny, it's funny. What are you gonna do about it? Just so we can be clear. I'll be sometimes here talking about serious things, and then I say something that I know is funny, and I gotta laugh myself. So sometimes you're talking about a serious topic, but you say something funny. You feel me? You feel me? So it happens. Let's not be confused. That happens. You understand what I'm saying? So for the people that laugh about the thigh thing, it's just funny. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny. Like I don't even know how that works. But you know, shout out to that shit. Crisis says, Frost, remember they said the same thing about the guy who used to manage B2K and Immature. I think it was Little Fizz who spoke on it and how he was abused. The internet tried to clown him, unfortunately. Yeah, the internet is brutal. But hold on. Let's stay on Africa Bambaataa for a second. I don't want to go too far off of the topic because we're talking about Crazy Legs. So the point at which I'm trying to make is around that time, it was really stuff going on. You feel me? Like there was really in hip hop, there was really stuff going on. They were selling these young boys, 13, 14 years old, 15, 16 years old, 17 years old. And Africa Bambaataa was pimping these niggas. I'm just telling you what it is. You can take it however you want to take it. He was pimping them. You feel me? So that's why I don't laugh at Hassan Campbell. And that's why when people be like trying to make fun of him about whatever they making fun of him about, that's why I don't go there. Because I know he telling the truth. I know Hassan Campbell telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Hello? Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Nah, you good. Don't worry about it. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I want to hear the shenanigans. I don't know. Some shenanigans going on out there. Leto says they think it's far-fetched. The black community is messed up in the head. DSTN says, and Zulu protected him. He paid off Ron Savage but couldn't buy Hassan. Yo, look. First of all, I want to applaud Hassan Campbell for standing on his 10. Just so we can be clear, let me turn this down some. Just so we can be clear, I want to applaud Hassan Campbell for standing on his 10. It's not easy to stand up to your abuser. I know people think that it's easy, but it's not easy. Some people, it's too hard for them to stand up to their abuser. Some people, it's difficult for them to come out and stand up to their abuser. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it's difficult. You feel me? So I want to salute Hassan Campbell standing up to his abuser. Give the white level contempt. Nah, remember when I just walked out? What the fuck you think I was? You think I turned the mic down? I'm not playing with these fools. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we was about to get it popping in the hallway a second ago. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's get 4 to 5 more $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Come on, pull up to the saloon already. Hey, could some of y'all go check out our newspaper? We have a newspaper online. We should be getting at least 100 hits a day. We have an online newspaper. We should be getting at least 100 hits a day. Hold on one second. I'm gonna have a real quick commercial break for our newspaper, if y'all don't mind. If you guys want to know what we gonna be talking about, y'all should pull up to the newspaper. Hold on, we got a whole newspaper over here. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to get it popping with them dudes in the hallway 2 seconds ago. That's why I turned the mic down. I was going out there for all the violence. I ain't playing. Pull up to our newspaper. Come on. These are some of the topics we discussing. Go leave some comments. Tell me what y'all guys think so we know what stories that we should stay on. We doing sports and everything. I want to get somebody that does I want to get some writers that do different things than I do on what we currently have done. Yeah, I was about to get it popping with these dudes in the hallway just 2 seconds ago. I ain't playing with them. I don't know who the fuck they think is joking around with these guys. And I don't know what they think is joking around with them. You try to meet somebody with understanding. When you can't meet them with understanding and you can't avoid them, then you probably have to meet them with violence. Nah, those is just those guys. I don't know what's going on with them. They got their own thing going on. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't want to talk about them though. Shout out to those guys. Let them go somewhere else and live their best life. No, it was them niggas. Nah, we not doing this. Yeah, they knocking on my door at 2 in the morning also. Them dudes is knocking on my door at 2 in the morning. Nah, nigga. Part of my language. Hey, what's up? I ain't gonna lie. I went out there. I was over there. I went to put heads on one of the other dudes. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Those same dudes came knocking on my door at 2 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to them though. So I'm changing my room. I ain't changing my room. Get them niggas up out of here. Security guy asked me to leave it alone. I like these guys. I'm gonna follow what this building asks me to do at all times. I am not above nobody. I'm gonna follow what the building asks me to do. The guy said, just keep it down. Leave it alone. I'm out of there. Nah. The building has it under control. The building 100% has it under control. Shout out to the Holiday Inn over here, Times Square. They 100% have it under control. I probably shouldn't even have went out there to begin with, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't like them guys. I do not like them guys. I don't like them guys, man. I'm hoping I don't have to get on the elevator with one of them because I don't like them guys. I don't like them guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anyway, um, let's get back to the conversation. All right, so just want to be clear on a couple of things real quick. Um, so that's basically what the for anybody that just came in, y'all don't know what we're talking about. Crazy Legs was accused of being a predator. They have a Olympics in the next Olympics that's gonna come up. They're gonna have people who are what do you call breakdancing is gonna be an event. So the Olympics don't know how to do it, or they want to ask people as an advisory role. So Crazy Legs was brought on in an advisory role in order to help them put on the competition in the Olympics for the breakdancing. There's people that's part of the breakdancing community that do not want him to be a part of it. And one of the reasons why they say that they don't want him to be a part of it is because he's a predator. Now, I'm saying I don't understand what do they mean by predator. Are they saying that he actually did something to someone? Or are they saying that he's just creepy? Because if he's just creepy, that's not a good enough reason to make him a... He's not... You can't, just because you're creepy, you can't say the guy's creepy. I don't want him to have a job. Like, where they do that at? So I would like to know more about what they were accusing him of doing. But this is the thing. Crazy Legs does not deny allegations of his predatory behavior. He doesn't deny anything. He denies zilch. So that leads me to believe that not only is he not denying it, but he's associating his predatory behavior with depression. We explained depression a little bit earlier. I'll try to explain what my understanding of the best way that I think that I could explain depression. Sometimes your environment can make you sick. You ever heard that saying? I don't know if that's discrimination. If he's actually been being a predator, forcing himself on women, then that's not discrimination. Yes, salute to him. He knows he needs help. Real salute. So just so we can be clear, when he's speaking about the problem that he has with his predatory behavior, he's associating it with depression. So sometimes your environment can make you sick. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes some of us, we can't heal because we're in the environment which made us sick. So until we leave that environment, that's the only way in which we'll be able to heal. You cannot heal in the same place that you got sick. Now, with all of that being said, he's saying that basically his predatory behavior is linked to his depression. So are you trying to say that what is happening is when his depression is hitting him, in order for him to fight back off of his depression, he's acting like he's overtly a ladies' man. He's acting, I'm the most heterosexual man in here. Look, I want to have sex with all the women. You understand what I'm saying? Like, to me, there's nothing more hiding of something than that. Like, whenever I see a dude that, I don't care how she look, I'm still gonna bang her. The first thing that happens to me is I'm thinking, you might be trying to hide, other thoughts that you might be having. If you just, all she has to do is just have a vagina, you just bang anything. You have no standards. You have zero standards. As long as it don't even need to know how to walk or talk. As long as it got a vagina, you in there. That leads me to believe that you might have deeper issues that you're trying to hide. You understand what I'm saying? Also, like, we got this weird new thing now where there is a belief that if a man isn't just ready to sleep with any old woman, then he's gay. That's crazy. No, he probably was dancing first. So what I'm saying is this. A couple of people came in and said that it sounds like he might have been molested at some point. He might have been, had man-on-man sex at some point, or whatever the case is. If we really go back to it, when Crazy Legs actually started becoming famous, he was a young boy, right? When he started getting his notoriety for dancing, he was a young boy. I'm telling you right now, Crisis Blacks is pedophilia and predatory behavior is a big part of the entertainment business. We hear about it in Hollywood, but hip-hop tries to hide it. It's a sad cycle of victims who became abusers. And that's what I'm saying is a possibility. Because for everybody that don't know, Hassan Campbell ain't lying. When Hassan Campbell was talking about that stuff that happened with Africa Bambaataa, he's not lying. He's not lying. Africa Bambaataa was a pimp. Africa Bambaataa was pimping them young boys in the Bronx to people from downtown. Yeah, that's crazy. Foot in the ass says, I think United States is creepy, okay? They have a creepy president, but not a creepy breakdancer. That's a fact. Yeah, so like I think like not for nothing, but one of the reasons why I'm actually single is because I have pretty high standards. You can say what you want. Be like, yo, you gonna die alone, nigga. I'm like, probably. But I got pretty high standards. You feel me? There's a difference from being alone and being desperate. I am not desperate. I'm not nowhere with a damn. I'm not looking like freaking Pookie and shit who needs a vagina. This is not what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not Pookie. Just so we can be clear. Let's get 3 to 4 more $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Show's almost over. Just so we're 100% clear, I have 0 issues getting girlfriends. That's not hard. But what the fuck? You don't want everybody to get. What the fuck? And I have a history of being sidetracked when I meet women that have different goals than I may have, or I have a real big history of just getting sidetracked, just taking a year or 2 off to help them, or take a year or 2 off to try to be the person. You know what I'm saying? So I have a bad habit of that. I have a bad habit of trying to be the best like boyfriend or man that I could be towards whoever I'm dating. So I need somebody that can understand that and don't try to push me too far. DST said, my little bro not a predator, but he got no standards. My man said they all fine with the lights off. No, baby girl. No, homeboy. Alright, with that being said, yeah, so I just got standards. I don't know no way to put it. For anybody that feels like I don't think I'm better than nobody, like I don't think I'm better than nobody. You understand what I'm saying? But I know what I like, and I have standards. You're not gonna make me feel bad because I have standards. Like, you're not gonna make me feel bad. I don't care. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm an alpha. Don't get it twisted. I'm an alpha. Don't get it twisted. You think I'd be able to do this if I wasn't an alpha? Don't get it twisted. I'm an alpha. Okay? I just got standards. Don't be confused at all about anything. I'm an alpha, motherfucker. When I'm in a room with other alphas, they feel it. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. When I'm in a room with other alphas, they feel it. CV for life is stupid. He said I like petite Latino women with drug dealer brothers, 2 birds, 1 stone. Alright, hold on. Let's get back to what we're talking about. I want to know what he did. Does anybody know what Crazy Legs did other than just sending Johnson picks to women? Does anybody have the slightest idea what Crazy Legs did? Because I don't know what he did. I don't see anywhere where they're saying what he did. Glenn Ortega says, I like how you broke that down with the vibrance, the vibrations. That's a fact, though. That's a fact, though. That's what most of the time depression is. Like when you're depressed, I'll explain it again. But when a person is depressed and it's a depression because of where they're at, Cadillac Ice is delusional. But you're here. You're here listening to me, Mr. Cadillac Ice. You're here listening to me. So who's delusional? Boom! A nigga, hold on. Let's stop everything. I want to talk about this real quick, and then we're going to go back to talking about vibrations and shit. How is a person going to be like, yo, man, you don't never know what you're talking about, but they always listening to you? Think about that for a minute. How is a person going to say, yo, man, you delusional, but you always listening to them? How you going to do that? Who's delusional, homie? Hold on. How is a person gonna tell you that you do not have any talent in a field that they don't even attempt to work in? When I see a quarterback throw a bad pass, and I say, damn, that was a bad pass, I could say why it's a bad pass. Because guess what? I've thrown footballs before. Just so we can be clear. Not in actual games, but in practice. But I'm saying just generally speaking, even out in the park, I've thrown footballs before. I probably should have asked what the comment was about, but it was a one word and in a piece. So, no, I shouldn't ask what the comment is about. So I'm just going to flame you right now. Why should I ask what the comment is about? You want to come here and be vague, right? So you're going to get your vague ass flame. How about that, Cadillac Ice? So, when a person wants to criticize you, take this into consideration. They already think that you're better than them. I didn't ask to be criticized, right? That means that somebody was sitting around watching everything that I was doing and waiting for their opportunity to say something critical. Think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. Think about a motherfucker just watching you all day and night for the opportunity to say something critical to you. You own them. Am I lying? You own them. You own them. They just sit around all day and night, just watching. Anyway, shout out to Mr. Cadillac Ice. We're not even gonna kick him. So yeah. Basically, the whole vibration thing. Sometimes people are in an environment. You feel me? And in the environment in which they're in, that's making them sick. You can't get healthy in an environment that's making you sick. That's one of the reasons why I kick people so quickly. Because I don't want people to bring their unhealthy behavior to the chat, to the platform. I get it. I'll make more money if I didn't kick people. We know that. All right? I'll get more views if I didn't kick people. We know that. Right? Imagine all the people I kicked that will be in here every single day bringing all of their negativity if possible. Yeah, y'all could kick him if y'all want. I don't care about that guy. Y'all can do with him whatever y'all want to do. I don't care about that guy. Right? I don't care about that guy. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to him. But hold on. So, You can't get healthy in an environment that got you sick. I hate when people think that in order for them to level up, they have to stay going through hardship. No, in order to level up, you got to overcome hardship. You have to figure out a way to overcome the hardship, not continuously go through something. You understand what I'm saying? Don't allow for people to trick you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't allow for people to trick you. People will try to trick you by making you think that you have an obligation to continuously go through hardship, and that's the only way you're going to be stronger. That's not true. A lot of us are being held down, and I know I bring this up a lot, but a lot of us are being held down and prevented from getting better in life because our family members think that it's their obligation to make us do things the most difficult way as possible. No, I'm just trying to make them stronger. No, that's not what it is. Because what people doing, a lot of this happened to y'all. It happened to me for a while, but a lot of this happened to y'all. Pay attention. You're gonna have people around you, whether they're family members or not. You're gonna have people around you, and what they're gonna do is, every time you figure out a way to win at something, they're going to figure out a way to throw a new thing in your way to prevent you from getting anywhere, to make it so that whatever progress you just made just got negated. And if you complain or say anything about it, they're going to say, you know, they're going to have excuses or reasons. So what I'm trying to say is, the reason why some people are depressed is because they're in an environment that's lowering their vibration. And they want to vibrate at a certain level. They have the potential to vibrate at a certain level. So by them being forced to vibrate lower, it's destroying them on the inside. It's destroying their soul, their spirit. You understand what I'm saying? It's breaking them. So some of y'all got to get away from your family. Some of y'all got to change your friends. Some of y'all got to stop dating that person. I'm just keeping it a stat. It happens to women in relationships as much as men in relationships. But you will be dating somebody and they'll feel like if you start doing better, you might leave them. So they're going to throw fucking wrenches, monkey wrenches at you all day long to make it so that you don't level up. Because of the fear that if you level up and become the thing that you can become, that they won't be able to keep up with you and you're going to leave them. Instead of them trying to level up with you. You got family that do the same thing. If he make it, he going to leave us in the hood. So what they do, they stay trying to get in your way to make it so that you can't get out. Now, with all of that being said, what might have been going on with him when he starts talking about depression is he was in a place that's causing his depression and he can't get out of it. So I believe that his depression is somehow related to dance. It's somehow related to his breakdancing. What up, world famous Peter? And one of the things that I do know that was happening in the 80s is Africa Bambaataa was pimping out a lot of these young brothers. Africa Bambaataa was pimping out a lot of these young brothers. You can say what you want, but I'm telling you because I know. That shit Hassan Campbell talk about is not a lie. Hassan Campbell ain't even taking y'all all the way down the damn rabbit hole, to be honest with you. Maybe for protection of his own self. Maybe for protection of his own self. But Hassan Campbell ain't even taking y'all all the way down the rabbit hole. It was bad. Black Cuddy said, facts. Thank you. Black Cuddy, salute to the Black Spades. It was bad. Hassan Campbell ain't even taking y'all all the way down the rabbit hole, man. I don't blame him. Now, you good, world famous? Happy you pulled up today? But what happens is people will be in an environment which is suppressing their vibrations. And they can't vibrate high. You also got to understand, I try to explain this to people. Depending on how your family is, it's the hardest to be the youngest or the oldest. Right? Because some families, they treat the youngest and the oldest a certain way. So if you the oldest, right? Just real quick. If you the oldest, sometimes you're always expected to pave the way. You might not have the skills. That's a pressure. And a lot of time when you the youngest, they're always going to treat you like you the least intelligent in the room. Like you know the least. Like everybody else know more than you. Nothing that you did is on your own. All of a sudden, everybody inspired you for everything that you've ever done in life. So you can't even reap your own accolades or respect. So sometimes you got to remove yourself from the equation. That's just talking about the family thing. I'm not really talking about family shit today. But I'm saying, shit, I'll be right back. I want to have this conversation about vibrations. And I want to have this conversation about Zulu Nation. And I'm telling y'all can make fun of Hassan Campbell all y'all want. I'm not telling you not to. I can't tell you what to do. But he is not lying. If anything, Hassan Campbell is not... I looked around for my shoes knowing damn well I'll keep them all the way at the door. If anything, Hassan Campbell ain't putting y'all on all the way. If anything, he's not putting y'all all the way on. But he ain't lying. He is not lying. I'll be right back. And my apologies, y'all watching this same damn clip for the last, I don't know how long. I'll be right back. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a damn... I got something for y'all. Hold on. Yeah, but that's gonna demonetize the video because commercials are gonna play. Boom. I'm trying to think of something I could play for y'all. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play this. I just gotta get y'all new stuff to watch when I gotta leave in the morning.
Lil Wayne, who was facing 10 years on that firearms charge down in Florida, well, he just entered a plea in court in Florida. He went in, he pled guilty. Now the judge will give him a sentence. Obviously, there's a plea agreement with the government. Details to come, but Lil Wayne pleads guilty. Lil Wayne pled guilty today in federal court on gun charges, faces a maximum sentence of 10 years. The judge will now sentence him. A lot of people were surprised. Typically what you see in a lot of state courts, the guys will go in there, they'll plead guilty, and they'll get sentenced at the same time. And the sentence is whatever deal you and the prosecutor agreed to. In federal court, it's different. You and the prosecutor can't agree to what sentence you get. So it's not like, yo, if you plead guilty, we'll only give you 2 years. Not like that. In federal court, you plead guilty, and the government, the prosecutor, they can recommend to the judge what sentence you get, but the judge ultimately has the authority on what sentence he gives you. So in this case, what will now happen? The government will make a recommendation to the judge, the defense will make a recommendation to the judge, and the judge ultimately will give the sentence. Key thing to keep in mind. What sentence is the judge going to give? Judge usually gives what the government recommends. So the government and Wayne's attorneys have already discussed this. They probably know, if not already, have a guarantee of what sentence the government is going to recommend. What I expect, given how quick this plea deal was done, given how good Wayne's attorneys are, it's going to be a good result for him. He might not do any jail time, little jail time, if any.
Observation. A couple years ago, I told you that being a rapper was one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. And even my peers gave me flack for that, told me that I was bugging. I got a lot of backlash for saying that. Got people from the armed forces calling me, telling me I'm bugging. But actually, I wasn't. So now, in the light of everything that's been going on, RIP to everybody that we lost. And I hope you get healthy quickly to everybody that's been affected or injured or, you know, in this past few months where we get to see everything that I was talking about. We are a target. Do we make ourselves a target? Sometimes. Is it fair? No, not at all. But, nevertheless, to all my artists, to all my rappers, stay safe and stay dangerous. And I hope you don't have to get dangerous. You heard? I holla. Jones.
What your favorite rap group says about you, but I'm gonna give a 90s edition, like my own little spin on it, what we were listening to when I was in school. Kids that listen to De La, they were the least problematic kids in the school. Like, they were good kids. I'm sorry they had to attend New York City public schools with people like me. Kids that listen to Mobb Deep, they were fake woke. Like, they would tell you some 5% of shit, and then they would cut school to go sell crack. Like, they were full of contradiction. Now, this is where it starts getting a little problematic. Like, kids that listen to Onyx, like me, we was smacking teachers. Principal was scared of us. Like, we gave a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Me, back the fuck up. All that, we was all about it. Kids that like Nori, They was in a small classroom that had 4 students and 8 teachers. They was eating lead paint chips. Like, yo, they was problems. Like, and some of them still in jail now. Like,
about my meat.
Look who I ran into the golf course. Debo! Debo, where you been? Love you, man. I love you.
All right, sorry.
Oh, man. All right.
Listen, let me tell you about people. People are opportunists. They look for a chance for you to fall, but they stay close to you as they're your friend while you're in power. But as soon as the opportunity comes, and they may help the opportunity by putting somebody, by planting somebody in your situation, and as soon as the time comes where you're down and out, that's when everybody stick their forks in your neck and in your back. But then one day, if you're strong and you overcome your adversity, then it's going to be their turn. But let's see how well they handle it. I don't think there's people that can handle it as well as I handle it. They're not as tough as they think they are. Everyone thinks they're a tough guy, they're a big shot, but they're not, deep down inside. If you strip them down for what they truly are, they're cowards. Because they manipulate and they misuse people. And only cowards do that because they're insecure themselves and their own manhood. I talk to the smallest, wimpiest guy in the world the same way I talk to the biggest, baddest motherfucker.
to be mean or anything, but a lot of y'all be putting me on your close friends, and I don't understand why. Because, no, matter of fact, I don't even know why you make your post for close friends. Because it's like, y'all bitches be exercising, y'all be cooking, y'all be motherfucking not doing nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't put me on your close friends if you're not showing titties, ass, you're not posting no personal tea or something that I want to be nosy of, or that nigga that you post with an emoji on your face, nobody know who the fuck he is, but you know what I'm saying, he a scammer. If you're not posting that nigga on your close friend, or you motherfucking not posting about nothing, don't put me in that shit. Like, y'all bitches be exercising on your close friend. Like, bitch, who you hiding from? Who you hiding from?